Hey, what's up guys? Skills WG here and welcome back to another Brawlhalla video. Today guys, we're going to be going over blasters. We're going to do a little tutorial. Hopefully it goes okay. This is not going to be like the best tutorial or whatnot because I'm not very good at doing all this, but we'll kind of go through and see what I can remember, what I can do for blasters. Blasters are the longest range weapons in the game, but on top of being the longest, they also have very little close hitboxes. So it's not as easy to just like swing. Like Hammer has full hitboxes really far away, but they have no dead zone in between. The guns do, so you can miss if they're close by. So that's what makes guns a little bit harder to play than some weapons. I have 2,500 hours in this game, and a lot of it is with blasters, so hopefully I have enough knowledge to give to you. We'll start off with some light attacks. We're going to go over those pretty easy and when to use them, what not to use them for. Because we're going to go over them pretty quick and then try to go into like some situations and stuff where you would use them. And strings, combos, and edge guarding and stuff. So try to do it all in the video today. I would have like... You can watch a bunch of my other videos to see like all the stuff I do. But hopefully this will all work in this bot training room because that's what we'll be able to do. That's how I'm going to be able to do it today. So hopefully it'll work. So let's go with start with neutral. Neutral is your fast startup move. It's kind of like neutral light of sword. The problem is that you cannot hit right on top of you or even just a little bit in front of you. It does not hit. So you have to be at least spaced up about one character length apart, and that will hit them. So it can still hit pretty close to you. But it will not hit perfectly on top of you. Same with sidelight. Sidelight is actually the farthest reaching attack for a light attack in the game. But because it's so far reaching, it has such a dead hitbox in between. You need to be about 2 or 3 characters lengths to hit. But it hits really, really far away. Look how far I am away from hitting this guy right now. Very, very good. Very pokey. This move is very good for jump side air strings. Or yeah, string. Oops. Like so. Then you have downlight. Now that downlight is the one light attack you're going to use for close hitboxes or close range. It hits right on top of you actually. So this is a very, very good move for multiple situations. I use it a lot. So let's say I stand about where Orion is, and my opponent comes down and misses an attack. They go and miss an attack, so they're landing right in front of me. Well, what do? I use downlight. So if they miss an attack, I use a downlight. Downlight has a good strings combo. You can do just sidelight at low health. When they get higher health, you can do a jump side air. A true combo there. If they have real low health, this doesn't really work too often, but if they have really, really low health, probably like white, and they land right on top of you, you can do a downlight to a speed dodge diagonally down air. So... And that can combo into more stuff. Let's see if I can do it here. Nope, not quite. But that's what you can do. You can combo into more stuff. Not very easily, though. Let's see. So that's your grounded moves. You have neutral air, which is like your air attack, which is very, very quick and very good. If you let's say you have my controls are set that my neutral air, my side air is prioritized over my neutral air. So if I do up and right at the same time, my side air will come out. If you have neutral air, or if you have neutral set, then your neutral will come out quicker. And you could do things like that, but a lot quicker than me. Like that. So I don't do this in the game because it's a lot tougher for me to do. See if I can do it one more time. Like that. So people do it a lot quicker than me. A lot of people do like a reverse nair. So you could do those into combos from the neutral. If you could do it, I can't do it. Never been very good at it, especially with the controls I have set up for that way. So neutral is very good when to do a neutral recovery. So let's see if we can pop this guy with a little more. And recovery. So a lot of times, so let's say neutral air and the recovery right afterwards is a great way to kill. Some people will read that. Some people will see it coming. And that's kind of common because a lot of people do it. So if you do that and someone tries to dodge down, you do it again. There you go. Did you see that? He just dodged. He dodged down, and I did another neutral air without jumping again. So if you do a neutral air and you prepare for the dodge down, you can do a neutral air, just neutral air, neutral air. Let's get up there. Neutral air and then neutral air falling down. So a lot of people like to dodge down after getting hit by neutral air. So when they do that, dodge down and recover pickup. Okay, they have no chance of doing that. They have no chance of like getting out of it. A lot of people dodge through because they expect the immediate recovery. All right, good job, bot. See, if I did an immediate recovery like some people do, then they will dodge straight through it. So instead of just wait a second, and recovery right after that. Boom, baby, and they could die. Your side air is one of the longest reaching side airs in the game. Hammer, I think, got it beat maybe, or it's pretty close. One is very, very good way to like approach in a way. So a lot of people, when you come at them, they like to jump. So if you do a jump side air, it's a very, very good way to like knock them out of the air real quick, and then you can keep dodging after them if you want to. So that's a very, very quick way to just get some damage. Falling side airs are not as good because they have quite a bit of landing time. So if you miss, you're kind of gonna get munched. But one very, very good is a dodge through side air like that. So it's a good way to, another way to approach a person is to do a chase through side air like so. Or just a falling reverse side air. Kind of harder to do that way, but. And he has a very, very good follow-up. So let's get this guy over to the middle a little bit. You're neutral dodging. Why are you doing that? So let's say we'll do a chase dodge this way. And we have a little too much health. So a little bit lower health. Oops, not 700. That's not good. You can do a chase through. And it's just like that. A chase through side air. And then a speed dodge side light. So dodge closer to him, and it works quite a bit. Not a lot of people see it coming, to be honest. And it's a very, very quick move, so I get a lot of damage on like that. And if you do it right, you can even do a neutral light. It just depends on how much damage they have. The higher damage, the farther they're gonna go. Now your down air is like your tool. It's like your baby, your friend. You use it all the time. It's very good in a ton of situations. It's very good at approaching. One thing you will need to learn with blasters is to do a jump down air immediately, just like that, in order to hit grounded opponents. Oops, that was not it. Just like that. So grounded opponents attack like that is one of the best tools in your kit, and the ability to hit grounded and get your hitbox out of there is beautiful. A lot of people take a lot of time doing this. Like, it took me forever, because if you even wait for a second, you just will not hit them. So like if I jump and then push down, it's just not gonna happen. What I do with a keyboard is I literally push both buttons at nearly the same time and hold them down. So I like almost roll my finger from the W to the S key. It's how I do it. Of course you can do jump with like space and down. Makes it a lot easier. But that's one of the first things you should learn with guns, is the ability to jump down air and hit landed opponents, because your down air is your tool starter. It's a dodge read. It's just a lot of stuff. It's a great defense. So let's say I miss my opponent here. I miss my opponent, and then immediately jump and down air. Now some people will read this if you do it too much, but doing an immediate jump and down air puts my hitbox from right where I'm at right now up here. So if they try to attack low down like this, I will pretty much hit them. And especially if I can do it like this, I will hit the grounded opponent that comes trying to attack through. And I do that a lot as a reaction after I miss attack, or I do the neutral. If I miss that, hit a neutral. So there's two. It's kind of like your defensive get off me kind of moves, and that also string into multiple things. So it's very good. Very good. Your recovery, okay? Your recovery is one of your best kills in the game. Also, I kind of went over with how to recover. With like after a neutral air. So neutral air, you can either neutral air recover right away, or you can do a neutral air and wait a second and recover to get kills like off the top. There's a bunch of different ways. Baiting and reading jumps is insane. As you can see, you can recover people off the ground if you hit them just right. Kind of gets a little tough. Oops, here we go. Because you can, there you go, got him off the ground. You can accidentally hit the ground and then you will do a signature. Whoops. And you might get punished for it. Dodge reads off the side. Let's see, when someone recovers, right? A lot of the times they will try to dodge in this way. They will do that a lot. Like, you're not gonna hit me, dodge read this way. So when you go for an attack, you just don't kind of bait out your attacking this way and then recover the opposite direction. So they will dodge in and you'll be there to scoop them up and kill them. And you probably have seen me do that a lot. Let's see if we can get a Orion to do that. So let's say this Orion is gonna jump and dodge this way, trying to dodge one of my attacks and get onto the stage, right? And I just turn around and do nothing because I'm bad. Let's try that again. So you're trying to turn around. All right, you're trying to turn around and you recover him like that. So you do the turnaround and he does the dodge. So this works always on the opposite sides of the stage. So if he's coming this way, he will dodge left. So you turn around and recover that way. If he's on the left side of the stage, he's going to dodge to the right. So you recover the opposite side. It doesn't always work. Sometimes people will dodge this way, but I'd say most of the time, a lot of people will dodge through onto the stage, and you will recover them very, very often. Especially with getting attacks on the side of the stage. But it's pretty much just exactly what we just did. If you get an attack on the side of the stage, a lot of times they will always dodge towards the middle of the stage. Like I said, pro people, most pros and stuff will probably not do that because it's very common read. But the ability to do that off the edge of the stage and seeing how many people do that is quite a lot. Even I do it a lot. Get hit and I dodge in, recover easy for the kill if it's a high enough level of attack. Ground pound. Your ground pound is a very slow starting attack, but has a couple good features to it. It's very, very, very powerful. And if you hold it down, you will not actually hit the ground. So you cannot hit the ground unless you let go early. Then you can hit the ground. So it's a good way to mix it up. You're like, okay, I'm going to hit the ground, and then I'll be above him, and I can attack after he tries to attack my ground pound. Or I can fake it, hit the ground, and then attack if they're expecting the other way, you know? If they're expecting you to bounce up, some people will jump and attack you like that if they expect it. So you can just nope, and then neutral air them or something like that. All right, let's go on to some strings I like to see. So down air is one of your string starters, right? A lot strings and dodgeries. So down air is what I use a lot. A lot of people do. So down air, one of my favorite strings in this game is this. So let's just picture, let's say he's gonna dodge, neutral dodge. So he's gonna just spot dodge where he is. A lot of people will dodge to the right or dodge to the left. So it's kind of like what they get used to and if you can read it. But it's a jump down air, like that, like so. That's your string. After they dodge, they almost can never get away from the after they dodge and you do the second down air, they can almost never get away from the gravity canceled down light and the side air. So it's a beautiful technique. And you can do it in, oh, I missed it there. And you can do it two ways of this. You can go it and you can jump down with him and then wait till he does it again. Or once you do this, you can jump in the air and expect it again, and voila. So both ways give you enough time to watch him spot dodge. Let's say he dodges to the right. So same thing. You can do wait for him and expect to dodge to the right. Oops, and I messed the second part up. Or you can jump in the air, and voila. So it's a very, very good string. It's got a lot of damage. Same way that way. See? Beautiful. A lot of damage, but you said you gotta be able to read it. Some people, you cannot do this if they attack afterwards, though. If they're a person who attacks a lot, let's see, attack, reaction, neutral. So you go down for the dodge read. Look at that. He attacked me right away because I went down. This sometimes works to jumping the air, though. Just depending on, you know, what they do. If they do a recovery or something, might be different. So very good. So most of the time, I'd say the safer bet is to do a jump rather than falling with them. But on top of that, you're more of a dangerous position if you do this, and then you miss, and then you're on the floor. But the other way, you're up in the air again, and you can jump away. I showed you a string earlier of doing a chase dodge through side air to chase dodge neutral light, which is very, very good. I love doing something like this. I do it quite a bit, actually, in my matches. Or I can do a neutral light there too. Very, very good and very quick, clean. Not many people expect it because when you dodge through, you're so far. Look how far away. But if I dodge quickly in, you know, from this distance, you're not planning on being attacked. But if you dodge quickly, you got them. And I can do that quite a lot of people. Downlight is also one of your startup stringers, and you can do a jump. You can do a low damage. You can do a quick side light. You can do a quick side air, or you can do a quick downlight. Whoops, sorry, down air. If you can do it right here. Not very good in game because a lot of people will dodge that one. It only works a lot in lower percentages. But downlight is a very good way to start up, and you can even expect dodge reads off this. Some people will dodge down. Let's see if we can get him to dodge down here. And then you can do your string just like that. See if we can do this again. So like that, he dodges down. Whoops. All right, dodge down. Okay, hit him please, hit him please. And you can start that. You can start that second part of the string up again. At higher damage, downlight to side air is not as well, doesn't work as well. And so what a lot of people do is if they get hit by that, they try to jump and dodge away. So something I like to do after a downlight is chase dodge up and expect that dodge. So I do my downlight, I chase dodge to the side and then diagonal up. And then jump and then do a down air. And then it'll string into other things with more damage. The downlight at more damage, let's do up it to the left. Let's give him a little bit more damage. Say like 70 or something. Like that. So he kind of bounced off the ground a little more because the downlight is still pretty powerful. And oh yeah, the down air one, that was the combo I did before, only works at lower healths, I would say, because you've bounced up way too high. Unless you can do it right, because they have to bounce off the ground. You have to find out like the perfect percentages. I actually don't know the percentages or like the color they need to be in for everything. I know the lighter the color, what to do, and the harder the color, but I don't really know how to say it in the game. You know, I'm like, oh, I just kind of do it without thinking now. So it's hard to like just actually see what I was, talking about. There, very good. So that's a good dodge read that a lot of people like to do, especially in this meta where people are trying to do more of the running away. It's a very good thing. I actually do that quite often with other attacks. Is I expect the jump away a lot, so I do what that expected. So, and I do a lot of those moves. Side air, down light, down air, whatever. So, like I said, off the edge, recovery is very good. A lot of people like to dodge back in. So another move that I like to do, especially on the edge, if I do a down light, it's just like that. Or I like to dodge in between them. Now, the people will dodge away, right? People dodge away if you do it this way, the opposite side. And so I just jump in and recover. Right, now it happens both ways. People will dodge out this way, and people will dodge out when you're facing in, but it doesn't happen as often. So you have to read your opponent and figure out what they might do. But a lot of time when people are facing in the map, they will do that. So do this and chase dodge after them and recover, and they could die from that. It depends on how healthy they are. So we're gonna hit them and recover, death. Just because they were trying to dodge away from my attacks. Now, I don't know all the strings in this game. I don't know all the gun strings and whatnot. But I'm trying to show you all the ones that I remember and that are good. And how I play. So, and you might even know a lot more strings that I do in game that I don't remember to put in the video, but that's okay. These are a lot of strings that you can try to apply in game. that will help you out a lot. All right, let's go with another string here real quick that I remembered. Let's see, down and left. Let's try it down and left. Okay. So a lot of people if you do one of these things, right, and you try to do another one like multiple times in a row, they'll kind of get used to it. A common dodge after a down air is dodge down like that. So one thing you can do is dodge down with them and do a down light like that. So it like I said, it's kind of like a dodge read. It's pretty heavy dodge read, but it's a good way to try to do it. You can also do it the opposite way, like that. So it just depends on what side you are and what side you think they're gonna go on. They could do either or. So I'm gonna dodge down with them, down like side air, which I didn't do the side air. So on and so forth. So same with this. Whoop. Oh, and I almost got the recovery. So one thing after, let's do spot dodge. Let's see, what is it? Down and left, okay? So after I do this, followed by a side air, a lot of times I like to do a chase dodge down air. And that can happen both ways. Look at that. Like that string? That was a pretty good string. So right after this, I went for a chase dodge recovery. But that's because he had no dodge left. You have to see strings like that will not work with a dodge, because most of the time people will dodge through it. It depends on what rank you are. A lot of the lower ranks, they will be able to dodge through. But so down light, side air, chase dodge, down air, followed by a recovery, just depending on what and how they dodge, you know, is how you can read. Another quick, it's not really even a dodge read as much as it is a combo. It's pretty much a true combo at lower health, and it will, it's something that works a lot. Is it's just a falling side air to neutral air, or neutral light. Works at all healths a lot, and what you can do is, if you need to, after the health bar goes up a lot more and they go a lot farther, is do a chase dodge neutral air, or neutral light, sorry. So you see I chase dodge just a little bit there, and I think most of the time I actually do that unless they're like at white, because if you miss them at anything else but white, if you don't chase dodge, then you'll miss. So every time you do a side air, chase dodge and neutral light. Neutral light, come on, you can say it. Side air to neutral air. Neutral light, I did it again. What's wrong with me? Side air to neutral light with a chase dodge. It's a very, very good combo, and I use it, almost all guns users all the time, because it's true at most percentages, except for the high percentages, that is, when they go really, really far. All right, let's go on to edge guarding. Okay, edge guarding is a little bit different. Guns are definitely not the best of edge guarding, but they're not too bad. They have the ground pound, which is a very, very strong move. If you get hit by one of these in like orange, you're pretty well gonna die. Down air is very, very good. So when a guy is off the edge, much like sword down air or axe down air, you want to try to jump with them and do a down air. Very, very few times do you ever want to go straight down like this with a down air, because you will miss. Or not that you will miss, but if you do miss, you're like, look how far down I am right now, because I missed. So if someone's coming up, you try to jump down to their same level they're at, and then jump down air. So then when they try to jump at the same time, they get hit by the down air and keep going. And then a lot of times people like to dodge in, or right after attack they like to dodge. So if you're down there, you do this, and then you can do a jump the other way if they dodge in, or recover, or a down air. You do a jump down air, and then you get close to the edge and do a ground pound. One of the tools you can use on the edge too is a gravity cancel down light. Now that's great on the edge because people will try to jump to the edge and try to go through you. But if you do that, it's a great way to just combo them, even though they might get back. Maybe when they're lower healths, then because the higher health they are, you want to try to kill them if you can. Another one is to, like, if you're on the edge here, to do a chase dodge side, or just kind of jump down and do the side air out on the wall, because your side air is far enough away that you can hit most of the wall. Even I'm bad at spacing at that. So if you do an attack like right there, it hits a lot of the wall. I'll get it on before I die. Where they might try to recover to, and it'll bounce them off, where you can try to recover them to death if you feel like you should. When not exactly edge guarding, but trying to keep them off the edge, one thing I like to do, and is very, very difficult to get on, and people will learn, so it's something you can only do a little bit, is to spam down light, neutral light, side air. Just kind of spam that. The amount of between these are very small, and it's kind of hard to get through. And if they do get through, you can kind of neutral air them. So you have like, your ability to get them back up is kind of small, or for them to get back up is kind of small, and they will get through it at some point. So then you have to back up and then let them go. But that's how you do that. Edge guarding is very difficult. My dog was in here, pulled my string of my cord. Gosh dang it, dog. Edge guarding is a little more difficult with the guns than most weapons, just because they are not really particularly quick weapons, and they have a lot more commitment to certain moves. Dodge reads and edge guarding and this whole blasters thing can always be improved upon. There's an insane amount of dodge reading and things you could do in this game. There's like no way I could tell you all dodge reads for everything. I don't even know them all, but I just kind of told you the common ones I see a lot and how I play with guns and so on and so forth. I probably missed a lot in this tutorial, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I did well enough for you guys. Any questions in the comments, let me know. Anything you think I missed, let me know. Maybe if down the road I might do some more gun tutorials. If there's any changing, or if I have more time to make a better one. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching though. We'll see you next time. Peace.